Not today! Watch the master.
I love it when people call themselves out. Hopefully he lands it then, because if you come on here, call yourself the master, and go ahead and try to show off a little bit, you better land it on the dock on the first time. But I will give them a little bit of props already. They look pretty solid from the start. I mean, we got 2 fenders out, 2 people with lines in hands. They do look the part, like we are ready to go. And he slow roll approaches it in. We're gonna bounce off the fender up front. Somebody on the dock, easy step off on the back, and he winds up looking good as he brings the boat into the dock. He even winds up giving himself a hand. But welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here visiting Boynton Beach. And here comes our next crew on approach. So Cap's coming in. Gonna slightly turn that bow in to try and get over here on the starboard side dock. And the stern's kicking out on him just a little bit. Let's see what he's gonna do to try and get this one over. So a little reverse brake check to try and bring it back. And the easy step off, but he does wind up leaving the helm. It's always an interesting approach when Cap leaves, because you never know how that one's going to turn out. Again, if something goes wrong now, he's left somebody on the boat who is not him. But sometimes just that confidence is a little higher when you're the person who handles the boat on making that commitment to step off. But overall, winds up working out well for that crew. And here we go. We got Cap. She's working it in, and it looks like Hubby trying to get things ready to go. So she's slowly making the turn, gonna try and line it up. Now I don't see him going for any lines or anything crazy. Maybe they're already out, we just don't see them. Because it's the one that always confuses me here at Boynton. You've got a long little run down a no-wake channel to get down here to the boat ramp. During that time, plenty of time to get lines ready, fenders ready, and by the time you get up here, literally have everything ready to roll. And then the amount of boats we actually see pull up with nothing ready to go always blows my mind. So she starts to slide back off the dock a little bit. Hubby's gonna give her the push off the pole here. And there we go, gonna get the easy step off, come back, and they do got some lines ready. And overall, she looks pretty solid, and he's gonna get it pulled up. But they are choosing the no fender method, and you can see he's trying to leave the boat off the dock because of that. Here you can see he's trying to push it off as he doesn't want it rubbing against the dock. But fenders probably would have helped a lot in that situation. But instead, now we've got the bow up here rubbing. And our next crew coming in, gonna make a sharp turn. Little U-turn down here at the boat ramp. Didn't like that first approach, and he's gonna try and set it up again.
Oh, look at this guy. Look at this Navy SEAL in the bushes.
Yes, down here in Boynton, if you've never seen where we're at,
Tell me I'm part of.
we are in the water, in the trees. That's just the location that we're able to set up. They took down our dock a long time ago. Several years back, especially if you've ever been to Boynton, you'll remember there was actually like a fishing pier dock that came in behind the boat ramp. They came in a couple years back, redid the docks, and we lost our dock there, so now we're swimming. And Cap here's trying to get it lined up and get it brought back around. But they're struggling, and they're going to have to try and set this one up one more time. So backing the boat out, gonna try and get it brought over. I mean, we've got somebody at least ready in the bow for help, it looks like. But they've got to be careful because the other boat that's beside them now is coming in also. So here we go. Gonna reset it up and probably go into forward here and try and land on this dock this time. And goes for the foot grab, hanging off the front of the boat. Gonna use the human line method instead of a regular line. I mean, I guess that works. It keeps the boat off the dock. Same as applying a fender even. And now he can just sit here and hold it up there. As we're going to get our next guy trying to step off as well. Trick is, did somebody grab a line? It doesn't appear so. There we go, trying to get one now, but instead we're going to use the human line as we're using Captain as the human line also. Back to that conversation we had a little earlier. Plenty of time down here to get things ready to roll. But yet, for whatever reason, so often we see exactly this. People show up down here with nothing ready to go. So, this Cap, he's coming in hot, man. So he's making a commitment early that he's going to come in hot and try and get on the dock. Goes ahead and lines it up. And it looks good. Brake checks it back out early, gets it slowed down with the easy step off. Is his line wrapped around the wheel? Now, I don't know that that's the best option. It seems like we could cause some damage in the wrong situation here, where possibly you wind up losing a steering wheel. And our crew's struggling to get on the dock here. Cap's kind of been all over the place with the throttle. This was attempt number 2. And they gotta be careful. They don't want to wind up on the end of this dock. As you can see, that piling that's out there, typically that has a metal bar around it. And the last thing you want to do is put your boat against it. So he's back in reverse again. You can tell there's so many people on that side of the boat. The whole boat's listening toward the dock side. And Cap's telling him to go, and nobody's getting off. And there we go. Finally, he says go, and everybody gets off in one shot. And I don't think anybody grabbed a line either. So Cap working on it now. This crew looks like they're just coming from old Beer Can Island over here at Boynton, ending the day. As you can see, that sun's starting to go down. That's typically the bewitching hour here, where we start seeing a lot of crews come back in to try and get their boats put up before it gets dark. So Cap's left the helm. They're kind of drifting off the dock. I guess I thought somebody was going to give him a hand, but he waves them off and goes for the leap. Kind of a risky move right there. Again, we've talked about this before. If he winds up in the drink, then we've got nobody on the boat that knows what they're doing. So he's trying to get it brought back. We got 2 misses on the line, a 3rd miss on the line. Hook Girl's struggling trying to get this one together. But there we go. Gets the handoff, and they'll be able to get this one brought back over, and they'll be good to go. And speaking of good to go, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats versus Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.